It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the jumper is on the mark. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Tipped away. Paul George with the steal. And it's Oubre off the drive. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Edwards, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that
one. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And Randall throws it down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And here are the Timberwolves.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle with. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Gordon. 76ers trailing. Unloads from 13. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Edwards. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Sweet move. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Conley. And Embiid pulls it down. To the middle. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Goodness, the tomahawk one-hand slam.
Oh, shows you how much strength he has. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game so far. Can't connect from short range. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's George. The layup off target.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Here's Edwards. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. It's tipped. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. 76ers lead by 3. From Target Center, back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. 76ers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Inside, Reed. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Embiid. Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Doughton. Pass to Embiid. With force, Embiid takes it to him.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. DiVincenzo with it. Still yet to score. Here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
Such a savvy defender. Embiid just reads opponents well and loves going for steals.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Conley penetrating. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Will it go? Kept alive, Minnesota. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Three-pointer, Randall. A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 5.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
And this is George at his best, taking it at the defense, playing downhill.
It's Randall with the drive.
and wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Pass to Reed. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Misses off the right iron. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's George. Hits the jumper. He's got 12.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Picked by Reed. Strong move inside by Edwards.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
Over in the corner, Edwards. From deep three-point territory. They get the rebound. And the wide-open shot from Reed. No good from outside. Now the 76ers with it. To the inside. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guy. And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
A nice shot by George.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Yep, that one goes.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. And George with the stuff.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Randall in the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
You know, they like Randall to be an offensive presence in the paint. They want him to be an option on every possession.
Here's George. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The 76ers leading by 13. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
And here are the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. What a shot by Edwards.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
George with the bucket. George has got 22 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And George with this stuff.
Holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Oubre. No good with the elbow jumper. Philadelphia leading by 17. Outside, George. Nice.
Hey, how you mad at me? We come from the same spot. Down like I threw.